Today we're gonna take a look at the simplest way to get started with Sound Switch. We've been working hard to put out a lot of good info for DJs, so if you want more of this kind of video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe and let us know in the comments what you want more of. All right, let's get into Sound Switch, check it out. So I'm gonna open the program and then we're gonna go to edit. And I'm gonna show you how we analyze our music. So I do the entire crates. So over here in the corner, we select your crate. Let's say you wanna do hip hop. You just right click it and do auto script, and it pulls up this window with all your presets. So typically for hip hop and EDM music, I use this dynamic preset. If you have like 80s music, I'll use lots of color. And then down here, a little bit further down, like if you have a slow song or you have a crate that's R&B, you can do some of these slower, smooth presets, and that works good for that. I basically use this dynamic preset for everything that's an upbeat, whether it's hip hop, EDM, dance, pop music. So you can change these presets to whatever kind of style lighting you want, but we're gonna use dynamic. That's the best one I found. Then you can select if you wanna overwrite all your library, or you can skip, which it'll skip files that already have a Sound Switch file on it. So for now, I'm gonna do skip. You can go into advanced if you wanna mess with these settings for intensity and color schemes, but I pretty much just leave that alone. Then you're gonna hit auto script, auto, and it's gonna run through all your music and make a light show for each song. If you have a lot of music, this is gonna take a while, so you're probably gonna leave your laptop running for a few hours. I left mine running overnight to analyze all the music. All right, so you got all your music analyzed and now you're ready to test out your lights. So we're gonna dive in and go into perform mode, and then you're gonna select what lights you're running. For us, we have wash, up lights, and tubes. So I'm gonna click that. The first thing I always do anytime I open this, I set this strobe rate to about 90%. And then we're gonna test to make sure we're getting signal on our lights over here. So if I hit the white, you can see everything turns white, yellow, red. So we know our DMX channels are correct. So for our setup, we normally run the Sound Switch Control 1. But if you don't have that, I'm gonna show you how to MIDI map your controller to be able to do strobes, colors, whatever you wanna run. You can literally go here on the screen, and if you right click and hit map, it'll do this flashing red around the button, and then any button you press on your controller is gonna do that function. So I'm gonna use this parameter, and so now you see when I push it, all our lights are turning white from that one button. So next I wanna do strobe. So I'm gonna right click strobe, do map, flash in red. I'm gonna do this next parameter button. So now if I hold down white and hit strobe, we get strobe. And then the other one I typically do is this UV. So I'm gonna map that to this other parameter button on the other side. So now when I hit that, we get a UV color. And the way I use these is if I got a song playing and it's running an auto script, and you kind of, you know, some of the auto script it does good, but sometimes it might be a little mellow. If there's a buildup, you wanna throw a strobe. So all you gotta do is you can do white on the beat and then hit that other button to do a strobe for a big build. And then I also use the UV quite a bit. It makes everything in the room glow. All right, here's a quick little tip. If you guys do a bunch of mapping and change these buttons and map it to your controller and you end up not liking it, or you make a mistake somehow, all you have to do is come up here and click MIDI and clear all mappings, and you click that and it will reset and you can start over or try it again. Just wanted to make sure y'all know about that. So yeah, That's how I use the mapping feature with Sound Switch. If you're not running a Control 1 controller, you can literally just map it to your DJ controller and control your lights while you're DJing. So this is pretty much the simplest way to get started with Sound Switch. You can get really deep into it if you want to adjust a bunch of settings and the shows and go in and dial it in. But if you're just out the box trying to run your lights the most basic way possible, this is the way to go to get started. Like the video.